Frequency is proudly brought to you by LOA's Music and Australian Concert Productions. On this episode of Frequency, acoustic two-piece Cactus Dill-Dós are joining us here in the studio. We're heading back out to LOA's. This time we're going to be finding out all about orchestral instruments and what type of mics to use in the studio. Next, we visit SAE, the School of Audio Engineering, to find out how you can gain a higher education in the music industry. I'm going to be back out on location with Australian Concert Productions to find out how to perform a sound check for a live gig. And to round it out, we're going to check out a few tracks from Cactus Dill-Dós' live set. So come with us on a journey into the art and science of music production on Frequency. Hello and welcome everyone to this week's episode of Frequency. Joining us this week, we take another in-depth look into the world of music production. Here with us today in studio, Fraser Muffsplitter and Johnny Grooveshaft from Cactus Dill-Dós.
Hi, gozaimasu.
How are you there today, guys?
Good, how are you?
So you guys are an acoustic punk. Describe yourselves for me, please.
Well, yeah, we sort of play catchy reggae acoustic punk.
Yep.
And yeah, sort of try to add a bit of comedy flair in there, but we're actually not really funny, so it sort of makes it a bit difficult.
We take ourselves very seriously.
Yeah.
Clearly.
We're a very serious band.
Very serious.
So how did you guys get together as musicians? How did that work?
Well, we actually went to school together and hated each other and used to beat each other up. And
Right.
We really didn't like him one bit.
I don't blame him though, I'm not very likeable.
I can see.
And then years down the track, he saw me on the street busking. I was tearing it up on the guitar, like doing some sick solos and stuff, and then he's like, I play bass, and I play lead bass, so you're gonna have to play lead rhythm guitar, and I was like, yeah, I'm pretty cool with that, man. So yeah, he's the lead bass player and I'm the lead rhythm guitarist.
Right, so you guys just decided that you would shred things together and came up with Cactus Dill-Dós.
That's right.
Yes.
What's the inspiration for your music?
Life itself. Well, actually, inspiration for our music is ladies, really. We
Yes.
like ladies. That's what we play.
Yep. And when it comes to lyrics, I mean, that's the basis as well for you guys?
Very
Absolutely.
intellectual lyrics about ladies.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
And do your songs sort of start with music first, or you sort of think, I'm going to write a song, some lyrics about some ladies, and then some music to fit that?
You hit the hammer on the head right there. Basically, hit the hammer on the head, like that play words.
Yep.
No, basically, we think about ladies and how we can get them, so then that's how the words come about and awesomeness just follows.
Right. So I suppose it's a really intricate production process for you guys.
We show up, we plug in, and then just radness comes out pretty much.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
Dill-Dós,
It's hard. Yeah.
When it comes to a live show, I mean, what can people expect from Cactus Dill-Dós?
Oh, they can just expect probably more awesomeness.
Yep.
Yeah. Good times.
Yeah.
And hopefully some ladies will come to the show.
Well, I mean, that's what you're aiming for, I suppose.
That's why we're in a band, right?
We
Are
don't-
you in a band?
In a band?
Yeah.
I could be.
Did you do it for the ladies or for the music?
It's always for the music, though, at the end of the day.
So
We can't really play music, so
That's where we got a bit mixed up there. So.
Right, so for you guys, it's a balance between music and ladies, but I'm sure you can play instruments to some degree. All right, well, okay, guys, it's time to join Anthony out at LOA's Music, where he'll navigate the world of orchestral instruments. Let's go have a look at that.
Welcome back, guys. We're here at LOA's again, and this week we're looking at orchestral instruments. We're here with Alex. Alex, how are you going?
Yeah, good mate, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. Now, we've got an array of instruments here. Alex, the orchestra's broken up into sections. Can you tell us what they are?
Yeah, absolutely. So the broad sections are strings, woodwind, brass, and percussion.
Awesome, okay, right. So take us through the woodwind section.
Absolutely. So in the woodwind section, the broad instruments are clarinet, flute, saxophone, but also comprised of oboe, bassoon as well.
How do they work?
So basically the way that they work is using a wooden reed to vibrate against a plastic mouthpiece to create, a wooden timbre sound. And the way that you change the notes on these instruments is by pressing keys down, which seal the tube to create a lower note.
Right, so how do they differentiate from the brass section?
Okay, so the brass section, they use a different type of mouthpiece, which is just a brass mouthpiece, which you actually press to your lips and make a buzzing sound, which vibrates through the instrument to create a very loud, boisterous, vibrant sound. The way that you change the notes on these is by, in the trumpet's case, pressing the valves down, which changes the length of tubing that the air is going through, which lowers the note or makes it higher as needed. And I guess in the case of the trombone, you use the slide to make the length of the tubing longer.
Right, and then there's the string section.
Absolutely. So the strings, you've got the violin. Also in the string section is the viola, cello, and double bass. The way that they make their sound is they have a wooden body with metal strings on them, and the way that they make their sound is you use the bow to press against and rub against these strings, which creates a vibration to vibrate through the instrument and create a sound.
So any chance we can get a bit of an example of this?
Yeah, no worries.
Sounds great. You obviously know what you're doing with the violin. Are any of these easier or harder to pick up than others?
Well, I guess no instrument is easy to pick up, but the simpler out of the instruments, and I guess the more popular for students to learn on, are flute, clarinet, trumpet, and saxophone.
Yep.
Which would, definitely be the simpler instrument.
All right, well that's it for us here at LOA's Music, and we're throwing it back to you guys at the studio.
Yeah, that's my new song.
Great. Well, welcome back, guys. Well, it looks like using orchestral instruments in a non-classical way can offer some really interesting opportunities for artists to expand their sonic palette. Have you guys ever considered using orchestral instruments for Cactus Dill-Dós?
Didn't you hear me? I just shredded it up, of course.
I did see that.
We'd definitely, we really love our ska bands. We're really into our polkas, and we think it's really cool. I love chicks dig
brass
trumpets
instruments.
too, I reckon, and trombones, of course, is always a good one to play.
the trombones,
I've
they like
heard
mouth organs as well, I heard. They're really good.
Most
Oh,
women have
that's
said
interesting.
that the trumpet is the most attractive instrument of them all, so,
It is gold.
I mean, look at that beard. How could you argue with that? Okay guys, coming up next, we once again head out on location with Fraser as he finds out what options are available for budding engineers and producers to gain higher education at SAE, the School of Audio Engineering.